Man, why did a chapter like this take so long to come out when you have subtle yet huge things at the same time within this chapter? And yet again, Tokyo Ghoul, baby, yet again. So the first 9 to 10 pages or so was regarding Tsukiyama and just showcasing even more how depressed he is. Although this Kane guy, he definitely seems a little shady, because at the end of the day, when we see in this chapter what he actually thought of the underwear or whatnot, he said it was nostalgic, and he kind of actually, snapped a little bit out of it just because he got happy or whatever. But when Kane reported it to that, photographer chick or whatever, he was like, oh no, he didn't sense nothing, he don't know nothing. Now, I don't know if the Kane guy just wants Tsukiyama all to himself, or he's planning to do something. I don't know what it is, but he definitely kept that piece of information to himself for a particular reason, especially considering that he, at the end of the day, he talks a lot about Tsukiyama and whatnot, and he's like his servant, and he's like, I've known him just as long as you. I don't know, maybe he's in fucking love with Tsukiyama or something like that. We just got to learn a little bit more about Tsukiyama, that he comes from prestige, and he actually went to a high school and everything, so he has a very interesting past, and I definitely feel as though we know about Tsukiyama as far as, like, he had this big gourmet shop that he was doing all these fucked up things, and, Fortissimo and all that other stuff, but we don't really know about his past and everything, and I think definitely Tokyo Ghoul Re is a great opportunity to explore what turned him into who he is now, and how did he get these obsessions with these fetishes or whatever that he has. Because remember, he was really fucked up to the point where he wanted to eat Kaneki while Kaneki was eating. Like, that was the most fucking weirdest shit or whatever. So to actually see what he's become now, it's definitely devastating, and I would like to see where he was prior to even the original Tokyo Ghoul manga. They're also really weird, and again, I guess it goes back into the prestige and everything, because you can see these people like, Tsukiyama and Kane and whatnot, they come from like a higher up type of standard and whatnot, and at the end of the day, they look at the photographer girl as like nothing more than a pet or whatever, and it's like, so you're looking at some like photographer as a pet, and why is it that in 9 years Tsukiyama hasn't hunted? Because it's only been what, I forget, like a couple of years or a few months, whatever, like a year or two, I forget, whatever or whatnot, but it's only been a little bit of time since Tokyo Ghoul to Tokyo Ghoul Re, so why even prior to that he hasn't hunted and he's just done these things? What was it that changed him? Definitely some good setup and foreshadowing to later find out about Tsukiyama's past and what set him on this fortissimo course. We got a little bit more into the whole Nutcracker case and whatnot, and it's really interesting how we get back, and the first time we see Juzo and he's in a case that heavily revolves around him, you can see that he was maybe slightly uncomfortable talking about this because of, like, what happened to him with that big woman or whatnot, and if she has any ties to this, if she's not dead or whatnot, then this could be something huge as far as characterization and character development for Juzo. What would he do if he saw her again? So definitely something interesting to just kind of have all of that lingering around him when we know about his past. And now when we see Uri, that apparently, he's like, oh, having a sick time or whatever, it made me wonder, did he actually get permission? Because remember, Sasuke was like, oh, I'll think about it, whatnot, but we never actually seen him give him confirmation. So either he got permission off screen, which doesn't seem likely because, Kaneki, at the end of the day, he wants to keep them safe as possible, so I don't think he would have given him permission. So ultimately, possibly he went against Sasuke behind his back, basically, to get the operation. And if he did, it's like, next time we see him, first of all, he's going to be even more stronger, and I think this could definitely be his downfall. This is going to be Uri's downfall, ultimately leading to either becoming full ghoul or a villain or something along the lines of that, because him doing this right here was the first big defiance that he's done, again, if he didn't get permission, because Sasuke was like, oh, he's at the hospital, he's not feeling good, so either he was lying to them as well to keep it on the hush-hush, or Uri went behind his back and did it anyway. He got the operation without asking because he's so fucking pathetic and desperate for power. And then just a lot more of diving yet again into Sasuke, and the biggest thing about this chapter, in my opinion, when he's talking to the old priest or whatnot, is like, the priest knows a lot, and again, I really would love to know what type of contacts he has, that he just knows everything that's going on in the streets or whatever, but we know his connection to Amon. He was basically a surrogate father to him when he was younger, and then when we see that silhouette, it's like, I'm pretty sure that's confirmation that that's Amon. I mean, at the end of the day, it looks like the dude had one arm, and it looked like he was holding something like Amon's quinque or whatever. I'm pretty sure that that's Amon, so I think we all knew more or less Amon. The reason why is mysteriously that nobody finds him is because he's still alive, and probably Kano, if it was Kano that got him, got his body or whatnot, Kano probably went wild, and the next time we see Amon, he's probably going to look like a monster, and it's going to be interesting again that the shoe is going to be on the other foot, because back in the day when shit went down with Kaneki and him, he was the investigator and Kaneki was the one on the streets trying to change shit. Now, he's, the investigator, Kaneki, and basically Amon is in the same shoes that, he was, except it's a little bit different because you don't have Anteiku or whatnot. So very interesting. And just overall, one of the things I said in my 2015 video is that at least some whispers are aware about, and a silhouette is all I needed, boy. Like, Sui Ishida is giving us everything we want very quick, and I love that. I honestly love that. We're getting big stuff like that already, kind of. And again, it's not 100% confirmed that was Amon, but it's safe to assume, considering the circumstances, the context, and just, the silhouette, like the Quinque, one arm, hello. And then seeing the flashback with Sasaki when he was at Rio, whatever, Toka and Yomo's spot, whatnot. It just showcases with him looking at the books, he is Kaneki regardless of what. It still lingers in him, these urges that he had and these things that he liked, these little habits or whatever. It still stays dormant in him. So it's just a matter of time until it all comes out. And I honestly, when I look at Toka, I just feel bad. She's there like, this is a dude that she was really starting to care for. And he kind of just, he doesn't even know who the fuck she is. So she's probably there, or she was there, shall I say, in agony, just like, goddamn, and, let me just leave him alone. I don't want to fuck with him, because she probably don't even know exactly the circumstances. Or if she does, they probably told her it's best that you just don't do it, because God knows what he can do. The ending of the chapter was fucking weird, though. I was like, is this like, what the fuck? Is this a comedy movie all of a sudden where, yes, we must dress up like girls for this operation? Like, I get it, putting comedy or whatnot just to grab, more people in it, but Jesus Christ, I don't want to see Kaneki dressing drag. Like, what the fuck? In all honesty, though, this was a very good chapter yet again, leaning between 8 and 8.5. The silhouette of Amon, Kaneki once again getting more of these repressed memories that just want to come out. The habits with the books, and then, little more glimpses of what happened with Toka and him and whatnot. So definitely more progression on that aspect. And at the same time, all the stuff with Tsukiyama, we're slowly inching towards finding out more about him, what changed him 9 years ago since he did his last hunt. So yeah, very good chapter yet again, progressive, and ultimately we're gonna have something big go down very soon. If little things like this with the old priest whatnot saying about Serpent and about this person, that person, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time until Kaneki's memories resurface. Let me know what you guys think. Big question, obviously. Do you think that was Amon, that big silhouette figure? Do you think it was him? Also, how did you feel about the uneasy nature of Juzo just sitting there like, what the fuck, talking about this case? And what do you think about Tsukiyama, what it was that changed him all those years ago, that made him into who he is now? And do you think he's gonna get over that depression soon? Your overall thoughts of the chapter. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.